Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be checking out The Bad Batch Season 3, Episode 5. Very excited about this one. Just a quick disclaimer real quick. I'm going to be doing this one a little bit differently. I have a TV above me now, so I'm going to be looking at that. I'm going to be watching that. So if you guys see me looking up from normally looking down, that's the reason why. Last week's episode I thought was a lot of fun. You know, it's really interesting seeing Crosshair and Omega continue to work together. Their trust for one another is growing. You can really see it. But obviously the big thing that happened in last episode is that the rest of the batch, or at least what's left of them, is back together with Omega and Crosshair. It's interesting to see how all of this is going to play out. I don't know if it's going to be very confrontational. I don't know if we're going to pick right back up where we ended. I'm sure there's probably going to be some trust issues. I mean, how couldn't there be after what has happened over the course of these first two seasons? Nonetheless, I'm excited to dive into this episode, see what they got cooked up for us. Before we get started, though, do me a favor. If you're new to the channel, please consider hitting that subscribe button, like button, turning on post notifications. Whatever you guys want to do to support the channel, I would greatly appreciate it. And if you're interested in seeing full-length versions of this reaction or any other reaction that I have up on the channel, as well as early access to said reactions, you'll find them right here on YouTube on my membership page. So if you guys could check those out as well, I would greatly appreciate it. So without further ado, I'm super excited. So let's go. And I wish I wouldn't have seen it, but it looked like Echo on the thumbnail. I wasn't really paying that much attention, but it kind of looked like him from the glimpse that I got. So would have been nice to just see that as a surprise in of itself. The return of who? Can mean so many things, like the return of Crosshair to the group, the return of Omega to the group, both of them. She wakes up and she's back on Tantus.
Delivery from Shep and Liana.
Another one.
They're happy you're back.
They on Pabu?
Where's Crosshair?
He wasn't in the ship when we woke up.
That's a good question.
He's still adjusting.
Still adjusting. Interesting. What the hell? Oh, he's trying to fix his aim. Yeah. I wonder what that's a direct cause of. I was gonna say a chip thing, but he's had his chip removed. All the other clones aren't experiencing this. It has something to do with what they did to him on Tantus, right?
You can't keep hiding. You need to talk to Hunter.
I'm not hiding. I'm training.
Bro, you had it. Literally 1 second sooner.
So what skills does this require, besides good sight?
Being a sniper is more than just looking through a scope. It's about patience, reading the environment,
And that he's good at.
knowing when you've got eyes on you.
Not sure it was a good idea to give Crosshair back his rifle. Omega trusts him.
Not conspicuous at all. They're just out in the open. Not that they were trying to be conspicuous, I guess.
It's Echo!
So it was Echo.
Your target success rate today was at 53%, well below your average.
Well, below? That's like a lot below, because before it was like 100, right?
Glad to see you're back safe.
What? No hug for me?
That depends how good your intel is.
This is interesting, though. I thought we would get a little bit more with the clones themselves, but I'm sure we will, but...
We've been searching for this base for a long time. We need to know all we can before making any moves.
We have Nalisay's data pad, but it isn't working anymore.
Yeah, I probably deactivated it.
Imperial encryption will be a problem. Especially without tech.
Not much acknowledgement. They all kind of just look down.
I know a facility. It shouldn't be a problem to infiltrate.
Yeah, when are they gonna talk? Like, this is just so weird.
You're capable, but you are still a kid.
I'm older than you are, little brother.
I don't know if it'll still fit still, but, here.
It's old armor.
It never felt right to get rid of it.
He knows they still care. I say it every episode, and I'll continue to, because it's just that good. But the Kyner's music, it's so good.
No heat signatures inside of the depots, and nothing on comms. There's no one here.
The animation is just so good. Like, the animation of Batcher just sliding. Huh. It's funny because that's like the OG, the bird. He's free, like the bird, like Leonard Skinner. As I was saying though, like his armor is the only one that is still the same as from the start of the show. Just because he abandoned the team so early on in the show, I guess. But it's still like that OG Batch 99 armor.
What are the sensors for?
Perimeter detection against local raiders.
You didn't think to warn us about these raiders before?
If you're scared, why don't you wait on the ship?
Hey, kill each other later.
Well, we're seeing a little bit of it. Seems like it's just Hunter though.
He started it.
Yeah, she is older. She's acting more mature, acting like children. So maybe he is gonna come in handy.
The power to this outpost has been nearly depleted by the sensor beacons.
Then we need to divert all power to this depot.
What is this place? And like,
The Empire abandoned this place.
I was gonna say, how long has it been since they abandoned it? Dude, that was such a good episode. Dude, it's just moments like those that make this show. Just the subtle hints of, you know, character progression, and especially in this case, those two characters coming closer together again.
Where are you going?
To check the perimeter.
I was gonna say Hunter should sense it, right? Whatever's coming close to them. The symbolism of the bird is so good.
What did you do to finally get on the Empire's bad side? Betray them, like you did with us?
That hand doesn't look like it's getting better.
You thought we'd take you back and not ask questions? I don't think so. What happened, Crosshair?
I killed an Imperial officer. So yes, I did betray them.
He's like, well, damn.
I tried to warn you, Hunter. I risked everything to send you that message. You ignored it.
He's distracted. He's not gonna sense it.
She went through what she did because you failed. You're angry because she escaped with my help, not yours.
That was good.
Move!
And he saved him.
Hurry!
Yeah, they kind of just screwed themselves. They're just trapped in this little room.
We'll have to draw the creature beyond the sensors before they reboot, or we'll be trapped inside the perimeter with that thing.
I'll handle it.
Not alone. We'll do it together.
You sure about that?
Yeah, I was gonna say, a second ago, you guys were not on the same ground. And then the ground broke, because a creature broke through it. It's just waiting on the other side. I don't think that's doing much.
Why? Why is there always a huge monster?
Yeah, there are always huge monsters. He's not wrong.
Can you get outside the perimeter from down there? I'll follow the tunnel north and find out.
Oh, come on. I know one of you got a Batman grappling hook or something of the sorts. I like what they're doing to show the shakiness with like the scope POVs. It's not stable at all. Shoot, its tongue.
I think I just made it angrier.
Yeah, I think he did.
How do we point in the ice?
We'll try to dig through.
You'll try.
Looks like he's starting to like Batcher, though. What the hell is he doing? Oh.
I can't find.
It's not a sandworm, it's a snow worm. I just saw Dune, I'm sorry. Movie's a f***ing masterpiece, by the way. Better luck next time. The respect is slowly coming back. Trust, should I say, a bit of both.
See? They always work it out. And I don't even see any blood this time.
Bro, this is a Disney Plus animated show. When is there ever blood?
Between the datapad and all you and Crosshair have told me, we're closer to finding and freeing those clones.
Besides the blood vials, you know what I meant. It's always brooding. Talk.
I thought I knew what I was getting into with the Empire.
I have regrets too, Crosshair. All we can do, keep trying to be better. And who knows, there just might be hope for us yet.
For some of you, I don't think a lot of you are making it out of this season. Is that it? That did not feel long at all. That felt like 15 minutes. I mean, they're all about the same length, so I really have nothing to complain about, but damn, what a good episode. All right, so what I've noticed, what I think that they're doing is that instead of doing, one important episode, 2 filler episodes, and then 1 important episode after that, that kind of seemed to be the pattern with the first 2 seasons, a little more so the first season. But it seems like instead of doing those things separately, they're just combining them all into 1 episode now. So I'm liking the way that they're doing that. Everything feels a lot more cohesive. It doesn't feel rushed in any way. Everything just seems to be running really smoothly from episode to episode so far. But things didn't really go exactly the way I thought they were going to in this episode. Obviously, they're playing things a little bit slower whenever it comes to progressing Crosshair and Hunter's relationship back together, at least mending it. Everybody else seems to be pretty acceptive of him being there, except for Hunter. Wrecker didn't seem to give a shit. Echo didn't really seem to care. I mean, there were a couple of throwaway lines, but other than that, it didn't seem like they gave that much of an effort to try to convey their emotions as much as they did with Hunter and Crosshair. But seeing them progress in this episode a little bit, like I said, they're taking it slower, but seeing them argue and then work together and kind of show a little bit of respect for each other at the end, I thought that was nice. But so far, there really hasn't been that much action in this season. Obviously, we get our little stints of action. We get like 5 minutes here and there, like with the snow worm, and then the last episode it was the shootout, and then in the episode before that it was them getting out of Tantus. But majority of these episodes, at least like the first 20 of the 25-minute episodes, it's all character driven, and I think it just speaks volumes to this show having really good writing whenever it comes to these core characters. Like, you really understand where these characters are coming from, and you can get into their heads and feel the emotions that they're feeling, and it's been done better than any other live action Star Wars Disney Plus show whenever it comes to characters, except Andor. And one thing at the end, they lingered on the shot of the outpost after the ship took off. I almost said Marauder, but that's not the Marauder. They linger on it for a second, and it's almost a frame for frame shot from one of the shots from Force Awakens that is kind of just a shot of all the stormtroopers standing in front of the First Order sigil before they fire or power up Starkiller Base. It looks exactly like this. So my thought is this Starkiller Base? But Starkiller Base is Ilum, and I think that they didn't start building that until after Return of the Jedi, right? I don't really know all of the lore behind Starkiller Base. I'm not really into the sequels, but it just reminded me of a shot from The Force Awakens of everybody standing there right before Starkiller Base goes boof on a bunch of planets. But aside from that, I really liked this episode. I think it did a great job establishing where these characters are currently at. I'm excited to see how they keep progressing as well as the story. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. If you guys did, please consider hitting that subscribe button, like button, turning on post notifications. Whatever you guys want to do to support the channel, I would greatly appreciate it. And if you're interested in seeing full-length versions of this reaction or any other reaction that I have up on the channel, as well as early access to said reactions, you'll find them right here on YouTube on my membership page. So if you guys can check those out as well, I would greatly appreciate it. So hopefully you guys did enjoy, and I will see you all in the next one.